Okay, so tonight for homework we are multiplying radicals. So unlike when we multiply or when we added and subtracted radicals, we needed like radicands, we only need them to have the like index. Okay, so first step is we are going to multiply the coefficients. And then we multiply the radicals, or radicands. And the most important step left is to simplify. Okay, so our first one, we're going to multiply. There's no coefficient, which is nice, so 1 times 1 is 1. We're going to multiply 3 times 3, which is 9, and the square root of 9 equals 3. Next step, we have 2 square root 12 times 4 square root 15. We're going to multiply 2 times 4, and then inside 12 times 15. 2 times 4 is 8. 12 times 15 is 180. Now we have to make sure we simplify. So we have to prime factor out 180, and because I'm the best math teacher ever, I'm going to prime factor that out for you Alright, and then remember, since we're in an index of 2, we need to circle groups of 2. So we're going to have 8 times 2 times 3 square root 5, because he has no partners to come out with. And then we just simplify again. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 3 is 48 square root 5. Alright, this guy, we've got a little distributing property action going on. So this doesn't have a coefficient, so we're just going to multiply 1 times 3, which is 3. And since 3 doesn't have a radicand, we're just going to keep the square root of 3 there. Then we're going to multiply 3 times 6, and we'll get 18, and 3 square root 3. Now we can simplify 18, though, to 3 times 3 times 2. We get our group of 3 gets to leave, 2 stays home, and plus 3 square root 3. And we have to remember our rules of adding radicals. Our radicands have to be the same, and since those aren't the same, that's as far as it can go. Alright, our next one, we're going to multiply. This one just has 3 terms, so we're just going to multiply them all together. So 6 times negative 7 times negative 1. It's important we keep that negative 1, if not. And then we're just going to multiply 2 times that 2 times 6. And 6 times negative 7 is negative 42 times negative 1, which makes it positive 42. So if we didn't take that negative 1 into account, we would have a negative coefficient when that should be positive. Now there's 2 ways to do this. We can make sure everything's prime factored out underneath the radical. It's kind of the faster way. Or you can multiply and go back. We're going to go the shorter way. So I'm just going to make sure everything's prime factored. So my 6 turns into 2 and 3. And we're going to find our group. So we're going to have 42 times that group of 2, and that 2 times 3, so that turns 6. And 42 times 2 is going to be 84. Now we're going to do 3 more sample questions. Alright, so up here we have 3 times the square root of 27. So we're just going to multiply 3 times 27. Which so happens to be square root of 81, and square root of 81 is a perfect square, so that's going to equal 9. Next step, we're going to multiply our coefficients, so we're going to have 2 times 2, and 83 and 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Now remember what I said over here, we want to make sure underneath our radical we have all prime numbers. 83 is a prime number, because if we look back into our notebook, you should have colored. 83 is prime. I messed up, but yeah, it's definitely prime, not blue. It's prime. And 2 is also prime. So you can just multiply those together, and you're going to get 166. Okay? Next one, last problem. You are going to do by yourself and come in on Monday morning with that problem done. All right, see you soon.